Hey, how's it going everyone? Well, I'm only about, I think it's less than a week since I came off the Heaphy and back out at it again. I'm slowly getting back to my roots, although I'm on the mountain bike again. You hunters and fishers out there will be pleased to know that it's going to be mainly fly fishing on this trip, so slowly getting back to my roots, so to speak. Aaron and I got a week-long tar trip booked in southwestern in about 10 days time, so she's just trip after trip at the moment. It's awesome. This time I'm on the old ghost road. I've got a friend coming through from the Lyell end, and the whole track was too much physically for me, so I'm biking in from the other end and going to meet her at the first hut. I've come in a couple of days early to hopefully catch some fish. I don't know if you can see that river, but it's still a bit murky from the recent rain, so hopefully it'll clear in the next day or so. Catch up! Another glorious part of New Zealand. I'll say again, we're pretty lucky. Common sight, me puffing. Just had to push my bike up a steep bit. It's steeper than anything on the Heaphy, so I feel justified. The old calf muscles are burning. Should be a downhill on the other side. That's the theory anyway. One uphill equals one downhill. Fingers crossed. Now here we are at the top of the aforementioned hill, nicknamed County. Now for the downhill bit. I can't tell you how much I love downhills. The uphills just don't rate at all. This particular video clip is for Aaron's benefit. See if my line's right, Aaron. River right, down that green tongue. In between that hole on river right and the main rapid. Looks like a nice surfing wave at the end of that green tongue. Nice bit of water. She's straight down there. Just having a bit of a break, bite to eat. I think I'm about at 18k mark so far. Nearly at the first hut, which is 20k's in from the end of the road. You see the hut just up on that ridge there probably. So this is Specimen Point Hut. Like I say, about 20k's in from the Seddonville end of the Old Ghost Road. Another one of those big flash huts with balconies and gas and what have you. Beautiful grassy clearing over there. I wonder if deer come out on it or not. There's a wee bit of history for you. Hopefully you can read that. Just pause the video if you want to read the whole lot. Bit of interest for hunters in there. Huge expanse of flats there. Looks like waist, almost chest high grass. Prime deer spot. And this is my final destination. This is Mokahanui Fox Hut. When I arrived there was a couple mountain bike, husband and wife, having a break here, and the guy was saying he was looking over there at those flats and thinking, that's a good spot for a deer, and then the very next minute he saw one over on that bush edge there. So that's good to know. I should have brought binoculars and my big lens and camera now. Bit hard to justify the weight though. Well, I've had my kip in the hut, my 3 brews. I just come up the river to look for a fish, but the access to it is really difficult. And it's a much bigger river than I thought too. But just jumped back on the track here and just trundling my way up, hoping it comes back to the river. Just down here, the resurgent, there's quite a bit of volume of water down there, but it's coming literally straight out of the hillside. Amazing. That's the source right there. It's like I say, literally coming out of the hillside from underneath my feet. Pretty darn cool. No trout yet, but I don't know if you can see that. Eel cruising up on the sand there. Nice water in this resurgence stream thing, but just no trout. Maybe they haven't got access up here from the main river. Not sure. The eels like it anyway. Hey. Well, I've come up this bloody track. I just measured it on a mapping program on my phone, and I've come up 4 kilometres and I still haven't hit the bloody river again. So I might come back, well I will come back tomorrow, jump on the mountain bike, ride all the way up here and have a look at the upper section towards Goat Creek Hut. Save me a heap of walking. Anyway, that'll be the plan tomorrow. Good morning. Day 2. Carried out my plan that I mentioned yesterday. Bike up the track until I found the river again. Now I think I've come up 7 kilometres this morning. Finally got to the river. Looks really good too, much smaller than it was downstream, so here we go. I just found my first fish. Not that you'll see it on this ridiculously wide GoPro footage, but he's over there. Nymphing back and forward, flat out. Time to tackle up. Well, that was awesome. I tried a green stonefly nymph on him first, and he refused it. Just a sec. I changed it to a beadhead, and he nailed it first cast. He's taking me into these rocks here at the moment. Slowly coming up to me. You call me a dumb bastard too. I left all my indicator material at home, so all I had to go on was his movement towards the fly, and I saw his mouth open. Oh, he's taking me around that rock. That's better. So yeah, it was awesome sight fishing, fantastic. Sorry about the shaky footage. I'll put a head mount on next time. Oh, there he is. I reckon he's about, I don't know, 6 pound. Strong fish, man, he was strong. Beautiful. Boy, that was a bit of a mission. It doesn't look like much, but man, it took about 10 minutes to get across there. But this run here is, oh, beautiful. Some of the best water I've seen, I think. Mind you, I've said that about a lot of pieces of water, I guess, but this is just awesome. This is Goat Creek Hut. I just stopped them for a brew. According to the sign, it was the first airdropped hut in New Zealand, 1957. Classic, good old backcountry hut. So much character, these places. They restored it in 2013 and rebuilt it so everything was back to the original layout and design, which is awesome. They still put those horrible bloody hard plastic covered mattresses in though. I hate those things. And I'd venture to say there's not many huts left in New Zealand with open fireplaces. Character. Okay folks, found the second fish. This is about the 5th good run, but only the second fish, so, and just for laughs I've thrown on a cicada, so this will be interesting. No reaction. That was a bad cast. Oh geez, he looked at it. One more. Right over the top of him. Try nymph. This river is just spectacular from a trout fishing point of view. It's just a shame there's not many fish here. I've only seen 3, but man, it's beautiful, beautiful water. Okay, this is fish number 4. Again, you probably won't be able to see it, but he's down deep on one of those big rocks, sitting on top of one of those big rocks there. I'm going to sit and watch him for a bit. He's about 8 feet down, 6 feet down. Might be a case of split shot, I think. We'll see what he's doing. Look at out, fish number 4. I've decided to leave the split shot off at the moment because he is coming up 2 or 3 feet sometimes to get a nymph. He's weaving round, not only sideways but up and down, so we'll see how we go. Coming over. Oh, he looked at it. Ah, right. And now he's spooked. Okay. He's still sitting out there actually. Just off the rod tip there. And gone. Oh well folks, just had a look on the mapping program and I've come up a total of 3 kilometres, so I'm getting a bit sick of this boulder hopping too, so I'm going to turn around and head back to the bike. So it's 4 fish for 3 kilometres. Not very productive, but got one of them out. I thought I was going to be in for a good day when I got that first one. Okay, see how things work out. Good morning. Beautiful day on day 3. I've just come down to the junction of the north and south branch. Excuse me. And this area here used to be a large lake. Those big boulders over there way back in the day used to block this whole river, and a huge lake formed. You can see all these what back then would have been just flooded trees, and these are the stumps that are left. Quite spinny really, otherworldly. I just walked around this big long stretch here and haven't seen a fish. I think the bottom here is just all sand, so it's not going to provide much food and very little cover. But as I was saying on the Heaphy track the other day, it's amazing what you find out in the wilderness. I think someone might have lost their plane. Looks like the tail of some sort of airplane. I wonder what the story is behind that. Okay, more of these hard case drowned trees. Oh well, Gina turned up from the Lyell end today, and she turned up pretty early, so we decided to ride out to the start of the track today instead of tomorrow. There was no fishing to be had within, well, even a half day's walk of the hut, so yeah, we decided to come out today. So unless I see something exciting, I'll sign off here, and we'll see you on the next video, which should be the tar trip in about 10 days time. Alright.